Good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook video where I'm going to discuss with you all the major dollar pairs and gold. Starting off with the Euro USD. I wanted to say the DXY, but Euro USD. Let me see, because I kind of want to reanalyze this pair. The fact is that I was still looking for longs yesterday. Based on the fact that we took out liquidity underneath this low. But I want to take a little bit more time today to just go off my trading checklist and then look at what I can see. Because if I look at the trading checklist, the first thing I look at is the swing structure or the market structure. And as we can see, we turned bearish when we swiped this daily swing low. So that means that we are bearish between this high and this low over here. We can then see that we had a retracement in towards the 0.5 fib and we took out some liquidity. Of course, there is still liquidity open above these highs over here. Preferably, we would have taken out those highs and then see a change of character for further shorts in towards the downside. But as of now, it seems that these highs over here were already enough to push price down lower. So if we look at the daily, then we are swing bearish and we have retraced in towards premium, in towards a bigger supply zone, you can say, and then with some liquidity inside of it. And then we've started to break down in towards the downside, creating some bearish order flow. If we then go to the 4 hour, what we can see is that the 4 hour previously broke in towards the upside and is now creating some bearish order flow over here. Yes, we are still bullish. Is that correct? Let me see. Well, we didn't push. We pushed up from here. We didn't retrace down any lower. So yeah, internally we are now creating bearish order flow. But in my opinion, the swing structure is, let me see, we break up here, then this is our lowest point. Otherwise, what we can say is that this was our swing, that we are now 4 hour swing bearish as well. And then we can see some lower prices for Euro USD. But this is kind of the difficult part I am going through right now with Euro USD, and it's good to share my thought process in this, because we break down here, then we break up, but then we do not really retrace. So between this low and this high, we do not retrace towards the 0.5. That's something we only have done right now. So yeah, of course, we can still see a push down lower in line with the daily structure, swing structure. But then on the other hand, on the 4 hour, I can still see a swipe of these lows. All early buyers are out. Sellers are into the market as well. And then a push up and confirmation to go in towards the highs. So for me, Euro USD is kind of 50-50 still. And because of that, I'm going to stay out. If we look at the daily, then yes, we are now daily fractal bearish as well. So we can expect a pullback in towards the supply zone, maybe monthly, yearly open, and then a push down lower. But on the other hand, the 4 hour is still showing me that it has potential to go up higher after taking out the liquidity underneath these lows. Then a first reaction. Then of course we want to get all those people that are buying now, we want to swipe them out, and then a V-shaped reversal in towards the highs, and I would be happy to look for longs. So I'm just going to monitor this for now. I do want to see this low swipe, and then on the 4 hour break, I am happy to look for a long position like this. Wanted to risk the reward as always, but maybe around that time there are better pairs to trade. But for me, Euro USD is a little bit uncertain for now. If we then go to the DXY, what we can see on the daily time frame is that we are still bullish. So we can expect further prices to push up higher. Then on the other hand, yeah, we still have this part of the gap open. We did swipe the liquidity that I talked about yesterday underneath this low here. Let me grab this. So we took out liquidity underneath this low, and this can provide us with a next push in towards the upside, preferably filling up this gap. But then still, I would like to see DXY to push down lower with the break of structure, and then some continuation down lower, because there's still a lot of ugly liquidity underneath these lows. So that's kind of the two situations that can happen. If we, of course, look at this and we are trading really bullish right now, we can just take out the liquidity underneath here and then continue up even higher in line with the daily structure. But of course, this is kind of the opposite of what EUR USD is showing. So on the daily time frame, yes, we are bullish, and after swiping the liquidity underneath these lows, inside of this, in my opinion, not strong demand zone, we have seen a change of character, and we are now pushing in towards the upside. But on the 4 hour, on the other hand, it would still be good if we can like fill up this gap and then see a change of character in towards the downside to grab a lot of this ugly liquidity, yearly, monthly open maybe, and then of course the real move up. So yeah, dollar pairs are really, really difficult these last 2 weeks. Hence why my last position was on AUD USD about 2 weeks ago already. And until some clear structure forms in the market, I'm just going to wait. If we then go to GBP USD, what we can see is that we are trading swing bullish. We've retraced in towards the discount prices underneath 0.5, and we had a V-shaped reversal. Now we are trading inside this demand zone over here. And on the 4 hour, you can see we took out some liquidity. But currently the 4 hour fractal is situated all the way over here, and we need to be fractal in line with our fractal structure. So I would like to see a push down, swiping the lows one more time, and then a change of character in towards the highs to trade GBP USD up higher. On the other hand, of course, because the DXY is still bullish, it could also push this down lower and just trade down lower, like towards these lows over here. So I'm going to wait once again. Yeah, dollar pairs are not really clear as of now. If we then go to NZD USD, we can see that last like Friday, Monday, we opened after swiping this liquidity here, we started to push up. 4 hour fractal is also all the way up here, so currently we can trade anything. Would like to see a swipe of the lows. Eventually I do want to stay within this 4 hour demand zone. If we can swipe the lows and then see a break in towards the upside, I would be happy to look for longs, otherwise waiting. There is still like a lot of ugly liquidity above here that I want to see taken out, so we do have a target to trade towards. If we then look at AUD USD, that did already like push buyers into the markets. Now we have swiped those buyers. So either we continue down lower from here, and this was just a liquidity swipe. Maybe on the 1 hour it's even more clear. Yeah, we swiped liquidity, then started to break down lower. Now we are going to wait, maybe a change of character, and then we can change in towards the highs or trade in towards the highs. But together with the DXY not choosing a direction and not being really clear, I'm not like really, I don't feel safe trading a position like that. So I don't want to look for short just yet, because we are still trading 4 hour bullish, and we are still trading bullish on the daily as well. Over here, this was our last break in towards the upside on the daily time frame. So let's like this. So yeah, of course I've talked about it. We can also trade down lower, like the structure here, towards the 0.5 in towards this demand zone that's still situated here, and then see a change of character. So patiently going to be waiting for some clearer structure to come in towards the market. If we then look at USD CAD is still continuing up higher. Yesterday we left a lot of ugly lows and just sideways price action over here. I do still think we can push up higher, preferably in towards this liquidity high over here and this supply zone, and then wait for a clear change of character, hopefully in line with the DXY at that moment to trade down lower. Then we have USD JPY, and yeah, it's just like triangling up higher, just not real clean price action, and still not trading this pair, so going to skip over it as well. Then we have USD CHF. USD CHF, on the other hand, I am still favoring short positions from this supply zone here. And if we look at the forming of this high, then this is not really strong. So I really want to push over this high one more time, maybe then already see a change of character in towards the downside, and I want to trade it down lower. Otherwise, wait for this 4-hour supply zone to get hit and then show us a change of character. But yeah, as of now, I still favor shorts if I look just purely mechanical at the market structure over here. So going to be waiting for some clear setups on USD CHF as well. If we then go to gold continued down lower. If we go to the 1 hour, then we can see we swiped some liquidity above these highs, and now we started to continue down lower. Still not trading gold. I really need to see some bullish momentum come into the market, and then I want to look for longs. But as of now, yeah, going to be waiting for something like that. If we then look at silver as well had 2 4-hour breaks in towards the upside and now a break in towards the downside. Silver traded near the monthly open, but there is not a lot of like bullish power in towards the markets. It's just like a swipe of the liquidity, then a break up. So I really need to see maybe a break down one more time, some real manipulation, and then a break in towards the upside to continue up higher. If we then look at the daily time frame, we are now trading in towards the daily demand zone. We like barely touched the monthly open. So let's just patiently wait for a clear setup to be forming here, and maybe even from this demand zone that got created, we can continue up higher. If we do so, then I would be more convinced to look for new long opportunities inside this move, maybe taking out the liquidity here and then a push in towards the upside. Guys, thanks for watching today's market outlook video once again. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more here Monday to Friday with new market outlooks. See you guys in the next one tomorrow. Bye.